watching Seahawk basketball on AHS Live.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's presentation of Girls 2A District Basketball. Dave Wilder and Lou D'Amelio bringing you this game from the Anacortes High School freezer.
Right.
where we are in the only warm spot. Everything outside is covered in snow.
Right.
And we are lucky to be getting this game in. Kudos to Granite Falls for making the trip here through some inclement weather. As we get ready to watch the Anacortes Seahawks take on the Lady Tigers of Granite Falls in a play-in game for the beginnings of the district championships here.
Right.
Dave Wilder, how are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Man, I'm just really glad to be here tonight.
Right.
I'm looking forward to this podcast. It should be a fantastic game. We're about 1 minute away from getting things started, so we'll just give you the quick overview and we'll bring you up to speed as the game gets started. This should be an interesting matchup. Loser goes home tonight.
Loser out, yes.
Yeah, loser goes home tonight. Winner goes on to play Cedar Crest, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
In the next round of the championships. And so we're getting ready now. You'll hear them announcing the starters behind us, and we'll let you listen in on that. It is a slightly smaller than normal crowd tonight, but again, if you're not right in the area here and you're watching and listening to us tonight, it was an absolute blizzard for several hours before we got to game time here. So inches and inches of snow all over Anacortes, and it is pouring outside just south of here and continues to get windier. So we're going to have a good night of weather outside and a good night of basketball inside.
And the good thing is the temperature keeps climbing, which is what was supposed to happen earlier today. So.
Granite Falls Lady Tigers coming in tonight are 2-10 in district and 3-17 overall. They play in Cascade, the Cascade district, only about 7 teams.
Yeah.
And they only really had 3 wins on the season. 2 of those were against Sultan.
Right.
And then 1 against Bellingham. They match up against an Anacortes team that comes in tonight 6-6 in districts and 11-8 overall. Both teams, though, are looking to snap losing streaks. Anacortes having lost its last 3, and Granite Falls having lost its last 5 before tonight. So both teams looking for a win to extend their season into the districts, and we're getting ready for some good basketball tonight.
You bet. And on paper, of course, 5 seed versus a 12 seed. 5 seed should automatically win. I doubt the Seahawks are looking at it that way. This is district tournament. We've seen over our many years of doing this, anything can happen.
Whole new deal.
Seeding doesn't mean anything. No. It's just another game with a lot more intensity.
That's right, Falcons fans. The way you expect things to go is not always how they go.
Unfortunately. I was a Falcons fan for a day, and it still didn't pay off.
You were bandwagoning?
Anything anti-Brady, even though he's the best. I still wanted him to lose.
Okay, see, that's how we ended up with President Trump, right? There's a lot of people out there that became Hillary Clinton fans right before the election.
Right. You went there.
I went right there.
Very nice.
Let's just go right there. Starting tonight for the Seahawks, Nicole McInerney, Aaron Huffstadt, Sally Vokes, Taylor Mathis, and Gabby Rundgren. Rundgren, I believe, still one of the leading scorers in the Northwest Conference.
Yep. And Granite Falls. We'll wait till after they present the colors here.
As we stand for the salute. good to see there, Dave. I looked across the way and saw a very young 5 or 6-year-old fan who was twisting back and forth during the national anthem, and Dad leaned down and showed her how to put her hand over her heart and look at the flag. And
you bet.
Taught him the right way.
Good life lesson. That's right.
There you go. So tonight, it's all on the line for both these teams, and it should be one way or the other. It should be an interesting game. Of course, we're all hopeful that Anacortes will win, and as you said, they're fairly well favored to win.
Yes.
But as you rightly pointed out, that can also be your undoing as you start to believe your own press.
Very much so. Yeah, many a team at every level has walked in thinking the game is theirs because they're better on paper, and that means nothing compared to what happens on the floor.
Haley Hansen at 6'2" in for the tip. Tip goes to Granite Falls. Down the floor they come. Quick shot up for 2. No good. Rolls off the front of the rim. Ball is in the scrum. Tipped by Anacortes. Sally Vokes onto the floor. And, boy, a long whistle to finally decide whose ball it's going to be. They're going to call a travel against Granite Falls.
Right.
And Sally's second effort pays off there. Might get a chance to see that on the replay if we've got it.
Granite Falls comes out in a 2-2-1 full court press here. Let's see how the Seahawks handle it. Of course, no timeline rule in girls basketball, so they can take as long as they want to get across. Just the 30-second shot clock, of course. So,
well, and
35.
That backcourt pressure produces that extra pass or two and puts pressure on that offense to work correctly. Anacortes manages to move the ball down the floor well. Inside they go to Rundgren. Bounce pass goes out of bounds. Turnover to Granite Falls.
Yeah, I think Gabby was expecting Taylor Mathis to come in there, but I think Taylor was expecting Gabby to go up and shoot it. A little miscommunication.
So across the top of the key and down into the corner they go. And there's the first points of the game for 2. Got a whistle stopping play.
And we got water on the floor, they're saying.
Okay. So
trainer Corey goes over to take care of that.
So 2 points for Granite Falls. And I didn't see who put that in for Granite Falls.
I did not either. From this angle, it was very tough to see.
I believe it was Maddie Messina, but I'm not sure.
Well, let's give her the credit.
Once again, backcourt pressure. Good pass down the floor. Here's a shot for 2. High off the rim, rebounded by Anacortes. Back up, also off the rim.
Nice
Rundgren
job
underneath, comes up with another one, puts it up for 2. No good. Ball bounces out back to Sally. Vokes passes it over to Mathis. Mathis now to the top of the key. Pressure the ball inside, looking for a pass off. They go to Vokes. Pop up 2. Oh, no good, in and out.
Going to be a foul on number 33 of Granite Falls.
Big Haley Hansen, 6'2" senior. Depending on where you check, she's listed at 6'2" or 6'3". And they've got Erin Huffstedt covering her tonight. Nice move to the outside and 2 for Taylor Mathis. Hansen hands the ball off to Alex Chavez. Chavez now over to Hutchinson. Up for 2, they go on the layup. No good. Rebound Mathis. Check that. Rebound Huffstedt. Pass to Rundgren. Dribble across the top now. Works the defense in. Modified bounce pass outside. Pass to the inside to McInerney, who was not looking for it. It actually bounced off of her, but
nice rebound by Huffstedt there.
Anacortes winning the rebound game underneath for the most part, and it's pretty combative underneath there.
Looks like that went off in Granite Falls.
Yeah, bounced off a Granite Falls leg. Inbound pass is going to be intercepted by Granite Falls, though. And here comes Alex Chavez up the floor on the dribble all the way down to the left block. And we're going to have a jump ball. Good effort by Huffstock to just reach in and grab that and contest the ball. The possession arrow gives it to Anacortes. All tied up 2-2 here with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in your first period of play.
Sophomore Melissa Frayne checks in for Taylor Mathis.
Once again, Chavez with the intercepted pass. They're going to put the shot up for 2. No good off the side of the rim. Rundgren grabs the rebound, comes down the floor on the dribble. She's on the move, all the way down into the paint, sidesteps the block and goes up for 2. End to end for Gabby Rundgren. Chavez now with a quick pass over to the right-hand side. Pop-up shot. No, air
Nice
ball.
job by
Hofstad
Hofstad
comes up with it. She's looking for the pass down. She hits Vokes. Vokes across to the top of the key. McInerney on the left, poised for the three-point shot. And they're going to count that as two. Her foot was inside the line, but boy, nice shot. Great concentration there. 6-2. Now your score. Anacortes up 6-2.
Daniel didn't hit that many of those. If you're listening, Daniel, hello.
That was a cheap shot, literally there, Dave Wilder.
Had to get his name in there somehow.
Rundgren end-to-end again, goes
And
up for two, draws the foul. Count the shot, she's going to the line. Let's see if we got that on the replay here. Good effort, end-to-end here, and watch how she comes in tight on the protection.
The move I was impressed with was when she stepped backwards and then forwards again there.
Just the hesitation. Yep. Yes. It almost looked artificial.
Right.
Waka, waka, waka.
That's the second
Thank
foul
you,
on
Mr. DJ.
Haley Hansen.
And the shot is good. 9-2 now your lead. Just over 4.5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter of this play-in game as we get the district championships underway.
Hawks getting off to a nice start here. It looks like they're going to apply a little pressure now in the backcourt.
Chavez with the trouble handling the ball. They close in on her. She manages to fight her way loose. And bad pass inside is going to be grabbed by Anacortes. Freen gets it outside to Rundgren. Rundgren now across the midcourt line right to the front of the basket. Puts it up and in. There's another two for Gabby Rundgren.
That's Gabby's 7th point already.
11-2 your new score. Chavez some trouble handling the ball there. Chavez
goodness.
Chavez is a speedy ball handler, but it seems when you get some pressure on her, a little bit of trouble. And her sister Jerica Chavez now, the
Claire Martin with a nice
pass.
steal here.
Martin with the steal, goes up to the right-hand side, hesitates, shot, good, two for Martin. 13-2 your new score here as Granite Falls having some trouble getting the offense rolling.
Nice hesitation dribble there.
Freen, nice trap into the corner with Martin. Now they bring the ball out to the older Chavez. And she'll give it to the younger Chavez on the move to the left-hand side. There's a shot, pop up two, no good.
Look up.
Anacortes with the rebound, long pass down to McInerney. McInerney moves to the edge of the paint, then across the floor they go. Shot from the outside, no good for three. Freen with the rebound, turns around, puts it up. Vokes with the rebound. Then they come outside to Martin. Martin slows it down, now back into Freen. Freen puts it up, in and out for two, no good.
Timeout, Granite Falls.
Granite Falls is going to take a timeout, and we'll probably do our first one here. This is going to be a full timeout, so we'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Did you know that the largest toy store in Skagit County is here in Anacortes? Here at Toy Stories, we have a wide selection of the best toys you can find anywhere.
Wow!
From our large selection of stuffed animals
Cool!
to our massive Lego kit area.
Alright!
Stop in to check out our brand new RC toy selection, including drones, or pick out a baby shower gift.
Awesome!
Try out a toy, have it wrapped, and walk out all in the same visit.
I love it!
There's something for everybody here at Toy Stories on 9th Street, Anacortes.
And we bring you back in live. Our score 13-2. Anacortes out to an early lead here. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left in the first period of play. Granite Falls struggling to get through the defense of Anacortes in the forecourt. Anacortes has had forced several turnovers, tipped a number of passes, and even won a scrum on the floor. Take a look at some action here from just before the break. Rundgren down, nice little pop-up two-pointer there.
You betcha.
She's got, what, 9 points now?
She has seven of the 13 so
7
far.
of the 13 belong to Gabby Rundgren.
Hawks playing 2-3, extending it out a little bit here. Granite Falls trying to set some screens, but Hawks doing a good job of getting right around those.
Maddie Messina with the ball. She'll work inside to the block. And we've got a block shot. We're going to have a foul called.
Well, I think Freen did block it, but I believe Claire Martin got her on the other side there is going to be my assumption. Yeah.
And you are correct, sir.
Thank you.
Foul called on number 15, Claire Martin. So that will bring, is that Messina to the line to shoot two. First one's good. First point in several minutes there for Granite Falls.
Yeah, they had a 2-0
13-3.
lead, actually. Hawks were on a 13-0 run.
Yeah.
So.
And the second one is good as well.
So
So
good looking stroke there.
13-4, your new score. 3 minutes to go in the first period of play. Pressure out of the backcourt results in a good pass, and we're going to have a travel called against McInerney as she tried to transfer it quickly over to Gabby Rundgren under the hoop. And so now we'll come back the other way.
Apparently there was a microphone malfunction here in the gym.
It sounded like a bass drum, but
Right.
since the band's not here.
Nice steal by Rongren there. Good pass up to McInerney.
McInerney back outside to Vokes. Vokes patiently for the three-point shot off the back of the rim. No good. Bounces out, and it's going to go the other way. But, yeah, nice steal there by Rundgren, just seeing that pass and stepping in front of it.
Hawks going to extend out this press again a little. 1-2. Oh, nice job, Nicole.
Once again, pressure results in a turnover. Great pass underneath, and Martin puts it in for 2 from the left-hand side.
Claire has 4 points in a pretty short time. She just came in a couple minutes ago here.
Long pass results in a turnover to Anacortes off the tip. Rundgren comes down, puts it up. No good.
Nice
Rolls
job,
out, but
Sally.
Sally Vokes comes up with it from the right-hand side, puts up a shot. No good. Martin with the rebound.
Got to
looking
get
for
out
someone
of
to
the
go
key
to.
there, Claire. There we go.
She comes outside to McInerney. McInerney on the dribble now over to Vokes over the right-hand side. Claire takes the ball, sends them in motion, puts up the 2. No good. Rebounded by Rundgren, who's in exactly the right spot. Puts it up for 2 from the left-hand side. Rebound and 2 more for Rundgren. 17-4 your new score.
Hawks doing a really good job on the offensive board so far here. Started this first quarter, most of this first quarter.
There's another turnover to Anacortes. Boy, that's got to be double-digit turnovers by now. That's going to be a real problem for Granite Falls if they can't get that under control. Evie Hance waiting to check in for Anacortes with the next break in play. Claire Martin with the ball over on the right-hand side. Now to Freen at the top.
Nice
She
shot. Nice
beautiful
pass.
pass inside. Rundgren couldn't quite get the shot to go, but she sure created the opportunity, and Freen did a nice job of getting it to her. And now we've got Alex Chavez comes down and accidentally bounces the ball off her own foot, goes out of bounds, turnover to Anacortes.
Boy, she is quick though, isn't she? She was getting down the floor quickly.
Yeah, when she's unimpeded, she's really fast. With
Right.
good ball handling. It's as soon as she gets any pressure, she just kind of experiences some technical difficulties. Over to the left-hand side to Martin. Martin down into the corner. Here's Hance just into the game. Shot for 3, no good, but she gets her own rebound off some good hustle.
Nice job by Evie.
And now Martin will go right up the middle, split the goalpost, put it up for 2, no good. There's Rundgren on the right-hand side, makes the rebound, puts it up for 2 more. 19-4 with less than a minute to play here in the first period of play. And we're going to get a foul called against Martin.
Yeah, reach in there. I know she wanted the jump ball, but that's tough for them to make that call at that point.
And I think she interrupted what would have been a traveler.
Or possibly, yes.
Yeah, or a carry maybe, I don't know. 19-4 your score. We're going to see Martin come out. She's got 2.
Lindsay Bowman checks in for number 13.
Nice couple of shots here by Granite Falls. They can't get it to go. Now they work it back to the outside. From the right-hand side, shots up. It's an air ball, but does draw the foul.
That'll be a foul on Evie Hance there.
That'll bring Maddie Messina to the line. You'll see her on the replay. Just got some hand there as she was letting the ball go. So
that's a terrible call. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't had a chance to say that yet. I thought I'd throw it out there. So.
You're just warming up.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
just wanna
Getting
be
ready for later.
Messina sinks the first one. 19-5 now your score. And the second without any. I mean, she just makes that look easy.
Right.
19-6 your new score. Hance with the ball. Gives it back to Freen. Freen long pass across the midcourt line. To Bowman. Bowman now to the top of the arc once again. Vokes passes it down to Hance. Hance goes up for the 3. Right? Nope. No good. Rundgren with the rebound. To the top to Vokes. Vokes
There
sinks
we
the
go.
3 from the top of the arc. Her 3. 22-6 as we get ready for the first period to expire. 4 seconds left. Here's a drive by Messina down the
I
left-hand
don't
side
know if
looking
she's
for an
aware of
opportunity.
the time.
And that will be it. Big defensive first period for the Hawks. 22-6 your score. Hawks leading the Lady Tigers. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after a little business.
Kennelly Keys Music in Anacortes is your one-stop shop for all your musical needs. As a full-service music retailer, Kennelly Keys offers everything from sales and rentals to music lessons and repairs. Whatever you need, Kennelly Keys Music has you covered. Visit our website at KennellyKeysMusic.com, follow us on Facebook, or stop by the store and speak with our knowledgeable staff. And make sure to check out our new music hall, Kennelly Keys Music, located at 1904 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes.
Whoa. And we bring you back in after one period of play. Anacortes leading 22-6 here over the visiting Granite Falls Lady Tigers. A lot of turnovers
going here. Yeah, a lot of turnovers.
A lot of turnovers there. The Anacortes defense working well. The Granite Falls offense having a little trouble getting through there. Some passing errors. And you know, one of the things that's good to see in terms of if you're an Anacortes fan, Anacortes has made them pay on a lot of those.
Right.
You know, they get the rebound, or they get the turnover, and they just drive right to the hoop. They come right down the floor.
Right.
They catch Granite Falls unprepared. They're not in their D, and they're playing catch-up.
Taylor Mathis and Aaron Huffstadt check back in for the Seahawks.
8 minutes on the clock as we begin the second period of play. Before we get to the halftime in this game, Chavez's pass intercepted right out of the gate. Up
nice
for two.
Two-foot stop.
Oh, great hesitation and shot there by Lindsay Bowman, and she puts it in for two. Anacortes 24-6 now. Ooh, nice outside shot there by Maddie Messina. She puts it in for two. And we're going to have a timeout called by Anacortes. Actually,
they gave her a 3 on that, I believe.
It was 24-6.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay right with you here in this timeout. So tonight is the play-in games. And there's play-in games. There should be 4. I think there's only 3 going on.
Correct.
As you watch the replay here. The winner of tonight's game, as we know, we said several times, the team that does not prevail tonight, their season ends.
Right.
The winner of tonight's game goes over on the February 10th to play Cedar Crest at Cedar Crest.
Right.
Yeah, so you're going to the higher seed, and Cedar Crest is the number 4 seed. And so either the number 5 or the number 12 seed is going to win tonight. So the higher seed in the next game will be Cedar Crest for sure, and it will be at Cedar Crest High School.
Down at the end of a dark dead-end road in Duval there.
It sounds scary, Dave.
it was the first time I went there because I thought I was lost in the middle of nowhere. But
so that'll be a 6:45 start on the 10th of February for that winner of this game. Anacortes with the ball now. Cross key pass. Ball gets loose on the floor. Contested.
Nice job.
Pops out. Grabbed by Anacortes. Contested again. They get it outside. Hance puts it up for 3, over the top of the rim, no good. Ball bounces out of bounds. Last touch by Anacortes, and we're heading back the other way.
Just missed saving it there, but nice hustle by Lindsey Bowman on the attempted save. A matter of inches from keeping that in bounds. So.
Yep. That's you like to see that hustle. Nothing worse for a basketball coach than to watch that ball just go out of bounds with nobody going after it. Yet another steal by Anacortes there. Taylor Mathis with the steal. Wilkes with the ball. Now over to Hance. Hance looking to pass it around the top of the arc.
Please find your post when they're open.
15 seconds left, and we're going to get a foul call.
Offensive foul.
Let's see who they call this on.
On Taylor Mathis.
Offensive foul called against Taylor Mathis. So that will be a turnover to Granite Falls, and back they'll come the other way.
Oh, no. Dead ball. Oh.
Pass down low to Jerica Chavez.
And another steal.
Another steal. Boy, Granite Falls, just the number of times they've been unable to even get a shot off really says something about the Anacortes defense.
Right.
And Anacortes clearly winning the rebound game underneath.
No doubt. There will be a foul on Aaron Huffstadt, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Dave. She heard me say that they were winning the rebound war, and she just decided she's going to win it no matter what.
Right.
There are limits. So that'll be her first, 5th team foul for the Lady Seahawks.
Gabby Rongren and Nicole McInerney check back in.
Dave, we haven't done that many basketball games. I have missed doing this. It's good to be sitting here doing this.
It's been a lot of fun when we get to do it, yes.
Yep. Oh, once again, wild pass. This time grabbed by Rundgren on the turnover. She passes over to the right-hand side. Shot no good, but it was a good one nonetheless. And there's McInerney with the rebound. Up to Vokes. They move it inside to Rundgren in the paint. She comes back outside. McInerney moves it
Nice
inside.
pass.
Nice pass inside. Wilkes is going to get fouled. Third team foul for the Lady Tigers. Let's see if we can see that foul. Oh, you had to really look fast.
And we are live.
Here's the shot. A little bit off to the right-hand side. (24-9) our score. I think it looks like our scoreboard says 24-6 there, but it's actually 24-9 the proper score.
That is correct. Molly Hendricks with the assist from the baseline. Thank you, Molly. Getting the ball back in play.
McInerney on the dribble across the top.
Could have been a carry. It's a
So
judgment
Rundgren.
call, so I'm
The
not the
Huff
ref,
spot?
so it's not a carry.
No whistle play on.
Right.
From the free throw line, no good.
Oh.
But once again, great Rundgren rebound. Puts it out to Hofstedt. Hofstedt puts it up. Once again, can't get it to go. Once again, Rundgren with the rebound. Bounce pass over to Hofstedt. Move it back up to the top of the arc. Vokes now for three, and she puts it in.
Oh.
Boy, another big three from the top of the arc for Sally Vokes.
They could have called a foul there, but they did
there
not.
appeared to be some contact.
Right. Oh, that was a heck of a screen there by Haley Hansen. Knocked Gabby Rundgren right down on her backside there.
Hofstedt to Rundgren. Rundgren from the elbow. No good. Ball contested underneath. Yes, good call. Last touch by Haley Hansen. Knocked out of bounds. So it will be an Anacortes ball. 27-9. We've got about 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter of play in this play-in game as Melissa Freen gets ready to check back in for the Seahawks.
Oh, shoot that, Aaron.
Hofstedt, yeah, I was kind of like, who should I pass to? Hey, wait
Right.
a minute. I'll just pass to the hoop. And
Basket counts. Basket still counts, but the foul is after the shot, but it
Interesting
will be
call.
against Anacortes.
so yeah, so the shot is good, and then afterwards there was a foul. That will be called against Erin Hofstedt. Too much contact afterwards. She must have pushed.
Right. So that will be her second. But you can give Taylor Mathis the 2 points there. It gives Taylor 4 total.
29-9. Once again, trouble handling the ball for Granite Falls. It goes out of bounds off the hands of Jerica Chavez on a high pass from her sister Alex. Alex Chavez checking out of the game. Jenny Rodenbaugh, the freshman, checking into the game for Granite Falls. And Sally Vokes comes up the floor on the dribble, passes it over to Claire Martin. Martin from the outside for three. Nothing but net.
Wow.
Wow, what a shot.
Hawks are on fire tonight. That's their third 3 of the night so far.
And
Boy,
there's
that's
2 in return out of
Messina.
Messina.
Boy, she has all 11 points if I have that correctly for Granite Falls.
So if you're the defense, and if there's anybody that's going to get doubled up.
Right.
Nice pass inside to Gabby Rundgren. Ball gets moved around into Freen's hands. Freen's in the right spot. She turns around, puts it up from the left-hand side for 2. Extends the lead to 34-11. And ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Granite Falls. Mishandled on the dribble. And it will be an Anacortes ball coming back the other way. Backcourt pressure from Jerica Chavez. Freen will screen her off. Pass down court is trouble for McInerney. It goes out of bounds, and so it will be Granite Fall ball coming back the other way. Turnover to Granite Falls. We haven't had a chance to say that much tonight.
Right.
And McInerney goes right after the inbound pass and ties it up, and it bounces out of bounds. Last touched by Granite Falls. That will be an Anacortes ball now. Good hustle there by Nicole McInerney.
Gotcha. Sometimes, when a team is winning the rebounding battle the way the Hawks are, you can say, well, the other team's just not working as hard. But Granite Falls is working hard. Seahawks just happen to be a little bit quicker to the ball, and and seem to have a little bit better nose for where the ball is going to go.
The anticipation of where that pass is
Right.
going to go. Oh, and so
Well, give it right back.
Rafka Dow checks into the game, and she was maybe looking left and getting ready to catch the ball on the right. It got away from her, so that'll be a turnover to Granite Falls. Quick inbound pass there. They get the ball into Messina's hands. Messina passes into the corner. Anacortes once again interrupting the pass, and we're going to get a
Gabby got a steal but stepped out on the sideline.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. But even in that situation, you know, the ball goes back to Granite Falls, but still you are just messing up their offense
There's
and
not
their
a lot
movement.
of flow. Right.
Yeah.
And we got to reset the shot clock. There we
30 seconds back on the
Right.
shot clock.
Change of possession. Automatic.
Take a look here and see what we have on the replay. Yeah, right down into the corner. Oh, that's that big screen you were talking
Right.
about. Watch Gabby.
Yeah.
Watch Gabby hit the wall here. Boom!
Yeah.
That's oh my goodness.
The rule is, as a teammate, you communicate the screen to your teammate, but clearly there wasn't much communication.
Yeah,
there.
and that happens so much in basketball. You're running left and looking
Right.
right. You know, you're watching the ball and moving to the other side. It just it happens sometimes. But
Gabby learned that there was a screen once she ran into it.
and we've got good
Saved
second
by
effort
Nicole
save there.
to
Yeah.
Taylor. And
There
that
it
was
is.
the one where we got the basket, but there was a foul.
Right. And here's Claire Martin's three. That was
Right.
a beautiful shot. As we get live play back underway here.
And a foul on Melissa.
Yep, Chavez in for the shot on the left-hand side. Shot's no good, but Freen called for the contact.
Well, Chavez can put in a free throw here. She'll be the first person from Granite Falls to score other than Maddie Messina.
34-11 your score, 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go until we get to halftime in this contest. Here's the shot from Jerica Chavez. And it's in and out. 5'7" guard, senior this year, playing with her sister Alex, who's a sophomore. Alex is the point guard for this team most of the time. Here's the second shot. Off the front of the rim, no good. Freen with the rebound. Goes to Rundgren. Hard up the middle, right down the middle of the floor, puts it up, uses the backboard and sinks it for two. Wow.
13 for Gabby now. And the Hawks not letting up on the pressure here. Nice rebound by Rafka. That should be white ball still. Good call by the official since he agrees with me.
clearly a very good official.
Right.
A sensible man. 36-11 your score as Anacortes prepares to inbound this ball. Dow with the ball.
Granite Falls trying their press again, but not working out for them.
Excuse me, down to Rundgren. Outside they go to Martin, and Martin sinks it.
Claire having a good shooting night herself. That is her 9th point of the night.
Gave her a 2 on that one. She was just inside the line. 38-11 now your score. 2.5 minutes to go here in the second period of play. We encourage you to, got a whistle stop and play.
Stepped
Oh, she
on the
stepped on the
sideline.
line.
Yeah.
So we encourage you to join us for our halftime show. We're going to do a quick review of the games coming up here in the district championships and talk a little bit about all the teams that are involved and the 3 that might make the cut.
Oh, Melissa
Green
for
from the
3.
outside.
Oh.
In and out. Anacortes just has that harassing defense. Even when you, and we're going to get a blocking call against Freen. Let's see what kind of contact we have
Melissa
here.
disagreed with it. Let's see what we can find out here.
Coming down. The shooter works right in towards the defender. And boy, yeah. Hard to- maybe from that angle. From a
Yeah.
different angle, it might have looked like she assaulted her.
Yeah.
But from our angle,
From that
Not so
angle,
much.
he is wrong.
Taylor Mathis checking back in.
And Maddie Holmes, a freshman. There we go. But
Good
it's
for 2.
Messina once again, so she still has all 12 points.
Impressive.
Maddie Holmes, the
for
freshman.
two from about 15 feet out. No good. Rebound is grabbed by Mathis.
Yep.
And Mathis going to go to the line shooting.
Riley Downs herself for Granite Falls is a freshman also.
First one no good.
Taylor with 4 points on the night so far. Let's see if she can make it 5.
And there you go. So your new score, 39-12, less than 2 minutes to play. Granite Falls inbounds the ball from the baseline, and up the floor they come. Push through the right-hand side. Pop-up shot, no good. Anacortes saves it. And move it down the floor into McInerney's hands. McInerney crossed the key. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Saying last touch by an Anacortes player. That'll be a Granite Falls ball coming back the other way.
A couple times tonight I've seen the Hawks run into their spots, but you got to keep an eye on the ball at all times.
Yeah.
Nicole took one to the head earlier.
Yeah, just what.
That's never nice.
Yes, it's hard to explain to coach that you meant to do that.
Right,
No, I meant
right.
to do that, coach.
Yeah.
I
I thought
using
it was
the side of
soccer
my
season
head there,
for a
yes.
second.
A minute and 25 to go here before halftime. Anacortes moving the ball down. Rundgren from the corner for 3. No good. Rolls across the top of the rim.
Nice rebound by Taylor.
And she's going to go to the line once again, shooting 2.
Should be on Riley Downs again, I believe.
Watch this great rebound here. Positions herself well, grabs onto it with both hands, doesn't play volleyball with it, grabs onto it, and then gets the foul. So good job. There's some nice fundamental play. First of all, putting herself in the right spot for where the shot is coming from. Opposite side of the basket, hands up. And Mathis puts in her first. 40-12 as Rundgren jogs out.
Lindsay South, another freshman, checks in for the Seahawks. Brother Jacob South plays on the, a junior, plays on the boys varsity team. Taylor makes her second. And Lindsay's older sister Bailey played on last year's team that went to state.
Yes, indeed.
Bailey now down at Boise State University in Boise, Idaho, I think is where it's located. I'm not sure.
Is that, aren't they, what is that, the potatoes? What's the mascot there?
Oh, there we go. Someone different scores. Number 3, Jerica Chavez scores for Granite Falls.
Yeah, now Chavez also managed to get her hand on the pass there, knocks it out of bounds, but we start to see a little disruptive defensive play out of Granite Falls. Less than a minute to go here, 41-14. Anacortes inbounds, go to Dow. Dow passes it down the right-hand side. Mathis moves it to the top. There's a 3. Oh, Rufka Dow with a 3 from the outside. 44-14.
I think every time she makes a basket, you never say her last name. No offense to her dad, Michael, but just say Rufka.
That's like LeBron.
Right.
It just says it all.
Right. Ooh, that should have been a foul, but it was not. But that was number 24, Faith McIntosh with the putback there.
For 2 on the missed shot by Messina. Now Anacortes comes back down the floor looking to answer. 19 seconds to go in the
Maddie
quarter.
Holmes for 2.
Oh, from the outside. 46-16 now with 6 seconds left in the clock. There's the shot, no good off the side of the rim. Out of bounds, it will be an Anacortes ball with 2.1 seconds left to play.
Oh, what kind of shot are we going to see here to end the half? Or are we just going to get an inbounds and hold it? That's what we're going to get.
Yep. Well, that's going to do it for the first half of play. Anacortes 46, Granite Falls 16. We're going to take a little break. We'll be gone for a couple of minutes doing some business, then we'll bring it back in for our halftime show. Right back after these messages.
The Action Club is a Kiwanis club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, you can head to the Port of Anacortes web lockers at Seafarers Way and Q Avenue. Once there, you can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, Kindles, portable DVD players, e-readers, and televisions. The money we collect during the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you, Anacortes.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop. Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No tests or homework. ASC is run by volunteers, including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business, and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays. For more information of fall of 2016 classes, go to seniorcollege.org.
Welcome to the Rockfish Grill.
The Rockfish Grill specializes in fresh Northwest food, including seafood and pizza prepared in their wood-fired oven. They proudly pour Anacortes ales and lagers, brewed right next door at the Anacortes Brewery. The Rockfish Grill and their companion business, H2O, feature live entertainment every week with local and national acts. The Rockfish Grill, Anacortes Brewery, and H2O, 4th and Commercial in downtown Anacortes.
Welcome to the Ghirardelli, a family-owned restaurant that has been feeding Anacortes since 1981. The deli specializes in a variety of freshly prepared foods every day, including its spectacular soups, sandwiches, and salads. The bakers hand-make the Parmesan cheese rolls and the deli's famous cobblers every morning. Along with its award-winning catering service, it's a cozy place to hang out with friends and family. So come into the Ghirardelli for a local treat and a bite to eat.
Take this paint out with you. I don't want to see it anymore, so just get rid of it.
Stormwater runoff, unlike your septic sewer system, does not get treated before flowing into the Salish Sea. Anything that you pour into a stormwater drain, like paint, oil, or antifreeze, flows untreated into the Salish Sea.
Maybe we should find a better way to dispose of this.
Stormwater runoff is now considered to be the biggest source of pollutants in the Salish Sea today. Instead of disposing of household waste into a storm drain, dispose of it responsibly at the Skagit County Recycling Transfer Station.
Hey, welcome into our halftime show. Dave's going to try and compose himself.
We can't show that right before we come back from a break.
It's all about the director. The people in the back are really making a difference here. 46-16 is your score. Anacortes up by 30 points here over the Granite Falls Lady Tigers, who came to visit through a horribly cold, wet, and stormy night, only to be handed a storm on the floor, as it were. Granite Falls struggling offensively and having trouble overcoming the Anacortes defensive juggernaut. I mean, it's not they're not just playing defense; they are actually assertively going after the ball, and it is producing some great results.
And getting some points off those turnovers, you betcha.
Now, before we talk about kind of game stats, let's take a look at where we are here, and you'll hear the Anacortes cheerleaders in the background. So tonight should be 4 play-in games. I think only 3 of these are going to go off due to weather. One will not be played. The Seaholm game has been delayed.
Yes.
So it should have been Lakewood playing Seaholm, Mount Lake Terrace playing Sammamish, Granite Falls, of course, playing Anacortes,
right,
and Liberty playing Cedar Woolley.
Right.
The Liberty Cedar Woolley game is probably going on right now. We'll see if we can. We are efforting to get you a score for that.
You bet.
Those are the 4 play-in games. So at the end of tonight, of those 8 teams that I just mentioned, 4 will be done and 4 will be moving on. That'll bring around the first official round of the district finals on February 10th. Each of these will be at the higher seed, and so
that's correct.
So we know we're going to have a game at Linden because they are number 3.
Right.
We're going to have a game at Burlington Edison High School because they are the number 2 seed. The winner of this game will play the number 4 seed Cedar Crest at 6:45 on February 10th. And then the winner of the Liberty Cedar Woolley game will play the number 1 seed in the district, Archbishop Murphy. The winners of those games move on and play on February 13th, with the championship game being on the 17th. There is an additional day on the 15th for the consolation bracket. And this year, only 3 teams from the District 1-2 are moving on.
Correct.
So the championship game, the number 1 and 2 teams will go. And in the consolation bracket, the number 3 team will go, and that'll be a loser out.
Right.
Okay, so.
Got it?
Yeah, there. If you have any questions at all about that, feel free to go to www.nwc WCathletics.com.
Right.
And you will be able to see all the team records and everything, all the games coming up, keep up live stats. And you can click at top right or top left corner there, click on brackets, and you'll be able to see all the brackets for 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A, 1B, all the way, everything in the entire basketball world here in Washington State, right through that one website. So NWCathletics.com, make sure you check in there for all your sports information and updates. And you can see the actual brackets and print them out, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun place to hang it. You can actually take the.
So. A lot of good basketball coming up here in the next week or so, and we want to encourage you to check NWCathletic.com. Also check in on the Anacortes boys team, number 1 in the 2A division for the state right now, and also playing in the district championships, of course. The 2A boys for Anacortes won the district championship, and so won the conference, and will be going on the district championship. So they will not have to play in a play-in game. So they'll be playing on the second round. Dave, so I was just talking about the boys team, of course, number 1 in the state for 2A right now, and looking forward to not having to play a play-in game on the boys' side.
Well, number 1 in the district.
Number 1 in the district.
Yeah. Number 3 if you go by RPI rankings.
Depending on where
right.
you are.
But for district purposes, they are the number 1 seed. They get the winner of the 8-9 game. That plays not until Friday night now because of everything going on, which will be Seaholm or Cedar Woolley, whoever wins that game.
And we want to encourage you that for no other reason than that. Everything that everybody had planned for basketball here this week and next week has been put in motion by the weather. So several games have been rescheduled and moved. Times have changed. Dates have changed. Go to Northwest NWCathletics.com and check the website to see who's playing where when. And now let's talk a little bit about this game. Anacortes up by 30 points here based on a great defensive effort and also some strong offensive play.
Yeah, definitely. And offensively, really racking up the points, 46 points and a half.
Yeah.
is quite remarkable at boys or girls at the 2A level. You don't see a lot of that. So, but right now for the Hawks, You've got Maddie Holmes, the freshman, with 2. You've got Rafka Dow with 3. Melissa Freen with 2. Lindsay Bowman with 2. Sally Vokes with 3. And Nicole McInerney with 5. Taylor Mathis with 7. And then you got Claire Martin with 9. And Gabby Rongren with 13 points tonight. And I'm not good enough to do points, rebounds, and all that stuff. But myriad of rebounds for the Hawks tonight.
Yeah. Winning the rebound war at both ends of the floor tonight are the Hawks, and Rundgren especially with a number of great rebound putbacks, and Freen as well with some great rebound putbacks. So that's one of the things that Coach Welk has always stressed, and that this team is very good at, that concept of being in the right place before the shot occurs. You're not hoping the ball bounces your direction. You're putting yourself in a situation where it's likely that the rebound is going to come your way. And if you watch that technique executed, it's very well executed by the Seahawks.
Right, so. No doubt. And Granite Falls came out in their press early on and caused a little bit of headache for the Seahawks. They just weren't able to capitalize on the couple turnovers that they forced early. When they went back to it, Seahawks did a little better with it, but it's something. I mean, heck, you're down 30. I would just go for it if I were Granite Falls and say, we're going to press the heck out of you the rest of the game. And what are you going to do? Score? That's already been happening. Let's see if we can make some plays.
Well, we got about 30 seconds left here before we get this game going. We were going to take a little break, but we will stay with you here. Make sure we get you to every moment of play. We'll see what adjustments each coach has made, and as you said, one of the adjustments that you'd think that they would make for Granite Falls is we might as well pressure, we might as well go all out. We've got absolutely nothing to lose. Our season's going to end, or we're going to come away with some gained points here. Right now, offensively, things just aren't working.
It's really been the Maddie Messina show for them. She has 12 of the 16, I believe it is now, for Granite Falls.
So getting things underway here as we put the camera back on the floor, which is where I'm sure you'd rather be looking. Anacortes ball to start things off based on the possession arrow. Inbounded to Sally Vokes on the dribble. Anacortes working from the right to the left now. Rongren, nice move, drives to the basket, puts it up. Oh, can't get it, a layup to go from the right-hand side. Now Chavez, the younger Chavez, with the ball down the floor, puts it up for two, no good.
Oh.
Rebound by Vokes underneath.
And those are the opportunities Granite Falls needs to take advantage of.
There's a steal for Granite Falls, but they lose it right back, and Sally Vokes, good hands, goes in there and takes that ball back.
Taylor Mathis with a nice screen there. Sally Vokes with a three from the corner. Misses, but gets her own rebound.
McInerney on the dribble. Hands it off. From the top of the arc, pass over to the left-hand side. Now back to the top. Good ball movement on the part of Anacortes.
Well, Gabby got that deep, but I think they're going to call an offensive foul.
Yeah. She must have leaned into over there. Let's just see what caused that foul.
Might be tough to see from this angle, but she gave a little shove with her shoulder, and it's been kind of a point of emphasis this year in the post with offensive players that they're not going to allow you to really use that much of your body to gain position, so other than your backside maybe.
So no change in the score here in this first minute and a half of play. 46-16 still your score. Granite Falls looking to find a way, but they lose it on the turnover. Rundgren with the steal. She's
5-on-1
on the move. Up against Chavez. Good hesitation move, puts it in, and two for Rundgren. 48-16 now your score. I'm just checking the Northwest Conference website. There is no score posted yet for the Liberty Cedar Woolley game. We'll update you if that changes.
That was a little travel there, but
there's a nice three from the outside for Granite Falls.
Messina once again. She is deadly from outside.
And we're going to have a timeout called.
I have a feeling I know what the conversation is in the huddle.
Let's take a replay of that last shot. That's a big outside three here.
Little
for
hop
Messina.
She actually took the shot, but that's all right.
Yeah, very well done from the right-hand side. 48-19 now your score.
Look at how nice and new those nets look. They've been up on those rims since about 5:10 this evening.
And you were here to see the prior ones come down.
I was here to see the dirty, nasty-looking old ones come down. So, congratulations to the boys.
Anacortes boys gathered here, and their game was canceled tonight due to weather, but the boys still came in and cut the nets down, and by now those basketball nets are in little pieces tied to shoes all over Anacortes.
Oh, yes. No doubt.
And so we're back to live play with 6 minutes to go in the third period. 48-19 your score. Rongren with the ball. Drives down the right-hand side. Bounce pass attempted inside to Hofstad. No good. Bounces off a foot. Goes out of bounds.
So that will come back to the Lady Seahawks here. Sally Vokes with the inbound. Looking up top for Gabby Rongren.
Rundgren drives right through the middle of the paint. Oh, nice dish off to Hufstad. Hufstad puts it up on the right-hand side. No good, gets her own rebound. Hands it off to Taylor Mathis, and Mathis puts it in.
Boy, Chavez is quick.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Chavez found herself an opportunity, put up the shot, couldn't get it to go. But, boy, she created an opportunity for herself. 5'4", sophomore for Granite Falls. Really speedy. And we're going to have another timeout called
for Coach Welk, and he's going to want a full on this one, I believe.
This time, let's take a break. We're going to take a break.
It will be a 30. I apologize.
Well, we'll be right back. Let's go. 50-19 your score. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes, and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
Take a look at the rebound here, or the replay here. Rundgren from the right-hand side, down it comes, and then back they come the other way. Good hustle on the floor tonight on the part of both teams. Back to live play. Ball's inbounded to Vokes. Work the ball down to Rundgren. Rundgren to the outside to McInerney. McInerney pop-up three. Nothing but net. 3 for Nicole McInerney.
That's her second made 3 of the game.
53-19, your new score. 5 minutes to go here in the third period of play. Thank you so much for joining us on behalf of
Gonna be a reach.
On behalf of the Anacortes High School Broadcasting Club. Dave Wilder, Lou D'Amelio here. Happy to bring you anything indoors tonight.
Yeah. I'm totally good with being indoors at this point in time.
I tell you what, this year the weather broadcasters have really. Today was supposed to be in the mid-40s and raining, and instead it was a blizzard.
Right. Yeah, it was supposed to change around 4 o'clock, but when that snow started in around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, it sent that forecast right out the window. But it appears to be making that change this evening now, finally.
Folks doing a good job tonight. She's been really well covered, but she's done a great job of moving the ball. They get the ball inside to Freen. Freen with a turnaround 2.
Melissa's 4th point of the game.
Now here's Chavez working her way down along the baseline. That would be Jerica Chavez, trapped in the corner. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anacortes. It will remain a Granite Falls ball. And the crowd actually filled in pretty well here, Dave.
Well, considering the weather conditions here for sure.
Yeah, some late arrivals. Probably people not expecting it would take quite as long to get through the slush, but they made it.
And some probably wondering if the game was actually going to be played with the way things have gone around the area the last few days.
Yeah, I got to give credit to the bus driver here.
Right.
Rundgren with a nice move around her defender there. She goes around Jerica Chavez, puts it in for 2 from the right-hand side. 2 more for number 23 for the Hawks, Gabby Rundgren. 57-19, 5-7-19 your score now. As Alex Chavez moves the ball around, but they lose the handle on it. McInerney ends up with it after Hofstedt recovers it. McInerney over to, calling a travel on Rundgren. That will allow Taylor Mathis and Claire Martin to check into the game. As Vokes and Hofstedt come out. Speedy Alex Chavez brings the ball down quickly. Fades it over to the left, now back up to the top. Now into Messina's hands on the right. She tries a underhand shot that hits the bottom of the backboard. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Granite Falls, and it will be an Anacortes ball. Going back the other way.
Addie Holmes and Lindsay Bowman check in for I almost said Brooke Geffey because she wore 23 last year, but Gabby Rundgren and Nicole McInerney. Brooke graduated last I checked.
I would be surprised to see her out there.
Right. That might cause a little havoc for the Seahawks with their eligibility rules. So.
Freen with the ball. Nice pass down low. Hits the open Mathis, and Mathis puts it in.
Mathis now with 11 on the night.
So Granite Falls starting to going to have to find a way to put some points on the board in a hurry here. And they just got 2 more points out of Maddie Messina. 59-21 now your score.
Nice rebound by Lindsay Bowman there, and she got fouled.
There's the inbound to Freen, right in the middle of the paint, and she puts it in for 2. 2 more points for Melissa Freen. 61-21, Anacortes up by 40 points now. As the younger Chavez comes down the floor, and she's going to draw the foul. Shot's no good, but she's going to the line. This will be on Freen. Let's take a look here. They're going to get Freen for the hack here on the contact in the arm.
And some body to a little hip check.
Oh, yeah, you are absolutely right. There's just a little contact right there. So
that'll be Melissa's 3rd.
And they've stopped play here as the ref comes over to talk to the scorer's bench about something. And he's now satisfied they've got things straightened out, and we'll get back to play here. Alex Chavez from the line. you know, whether you're watching the girls' game or the boys' game, one of the truisms that I used to notice when I was coaching basketball, if you see a player that is the shortest player on the floor and it's a starter, that person's a starter, you know it's not because of their superior height. They must have some other outstanding skills.
Right.
And so far, Alex Chavez has shown us that. Her speed is excellent. Got good ball handling skills. She struggles a little bit with passes under pressure, but she is certainly a developing point guard with an awful lot of potential.
No doubt.
And as a sophomore, we're going to see her again.
We're going to see her a couple more years here.
Claire Martin was trouble handling the ball. It's stolen away. Up for two, no good. Riley Downs with the steal there. Ball back to Anacortes now. And Downs is now going to get called for a foul for a push.
I believe that's her third.
I believe you are right.
I beat Craig.
I think you are correct.
I got the
good
word
camera
out
angle
to
right there. I like
before
that.
Craig had a chance.
I think he's listening to our broadcast, secretly saying whatever Dave Wilder says. Evie Hans puts the shot up, no good. It bounces around, and it is hustle play that gets it back for Anacortes.
Yeah, Hawks are just a little quicker to the ball on all the loose balls,
Yep.
it seems.
That was just a pure hustle play. Just outran Granite Falls to the ball and grabbed it. But we do have a lost ball here by Claire Martin. It's going to get grabbed, and down the floor they come. We're going to get a blocking foul against Mathis.
Yeah.
Might have a look at that for you here. Let's see. Yep, her feet were definitely not set. That's a good call. That's going to bring Haley Hansen to the line.
I'm just amazed how quick she can get back up off the floor there. I mean, and the player going backwards, that's amazing. I don't know how they do that. They didn't teach me that in school.
Hansen puts up the first of two, and it goes off the back of the rim, no good. 61-22 now your score. Anacortes firmly in command here as we enter the last minute of the third period of play in this district play-in game. Second one no good, rebounded by Anacortes. Pass over to Mathis in the middle of the floor. They go to Claire Martin on the left. Hands across the middle, puts it up, no good. Rebound goes up, no good. Last touch by Anacortes going out of bounds. That'll be a Granite Falls ball. This is a great time of the year if you love basketball, but we've had a couple of seasons like this where the weather just closes in and everybody's basketball games are getting moved all over the place.
It's usually a little earlier in the season, so it doesn't affect the postseason stuff so much, but that is not the case this year.
I think if this had not been a postseason game, we probably would not be having it. But
chances are probably not.
The timeline is so tight now, though. You just don't, you just got to do everything you can to.
At the end of the school day today, it was not looking like you were going to be able to drive the roads. So.
Well, and I've said before, Washington, Western Washington especially, cancels schools on a hard frost. It doesn't take a lot. We're just not usually set up for it.
Right.
And I was certain today after I saw 4 inches of snow in Anacortes that we were not going to get this game in. So I'm glad they persevered. I'm glad we're going to get it in. It helps everybody's schedule if we do.
Yes.
Let's take a look here at the replay. 61-22 is your score right now. Anacortes in the lead.
Folks, that's that one earlier that I thought they could have called a foul on too.
And we are at the end of the third period of play. So entering the fourth quarter, we will be looking to see what the Granite Falls strategy is here. Do they pull out all the stops and try something new? Do you start prepping for next year and take a look at some of your freshman and sophomore players and give them some playing minutes in this last thing?
Right.
Do you put your seniors on the floor and make sure that they get as many minutes of play in what will probably be their last high school game?
Yeah.
A lot of decisions there for a coach.
Well, their seniors play quite a bit, but
although we haven't seen Brenda Reyes yet tonight, number 6.
Oh yeah, I did miss her, so yeah, it might be good to.
But you're right, Jerica Chavez, Brenda Reyes, Maddie Messina, and Haley Hansen are the 4 seniors on this team.
Right.
And with the exception of Reyes, we've seen the other 3 many minutes for all of them. But it can be a bittersweet thing when you get your seniors out there, and right about now they start to realize this is probably it right here. It's I doubt it's gonna be hard to come back from a deficit when it's 61-22 against a solid Anacortes team with a great defense. But it'll be a measure of Granite Falls here as we watch to see how they play this out. as Hance has the ball on the dribble. She's solidly defended, forces a bad pass. That does create a turnover. They get the ball to Chavez. I check that back. They get the ball. That is a player that I don't have on my list.
What number was that?
Number 10.
That might be. Could that be that Janacia Hot that doesn't have a number next to it, possibly?
Could be. It could very well be. We're going to say yes to that, Dave. I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
So that'll be Janacia Hot, junior, 5'4" guard. And there's the replay for you. Everybody ended up on the floor a little bit. 61-22, your score. Anacortes inbounding the ball. Move it into Martin's hand. She'll bring it out on the dribble. She looks at the ref like, can you see what I'm going through here? And yeah, thank you. Claire Martin finally says, all right, on the third foul, it was good of you to call it.
Right.
A little bit of hacking and slapping going on there. And I think from the Granite Falls perspective, they're probably hearing from their coach, do whatever you can to create turnovers. We need to get the ball into the bucket, you know.
Exactly. Pressure the ball as much as possible. It's Riley Downs' fourth foul.
Nice inbounding pass to the middle of the paint. They work it through. And we're going to get 3 seconds in the key.
Okay, and number 15 that's on the floor, Lou, was listed as 13 in the program.
Nicole Jacoby?
So that's Nicole Jacoby, okay. Yes, a freshman for Granite Falls.
Janisa Hott brings the ball up the floor. And she's well defended by Rafka. That does create a turnover. Dow now with the ball coming up the floor. Down the left-hand side. 5 minutes and 51 seconds left in the contest. 61-22 your score on this play-in game as we begin the first round of games in the district championships for the 1-2 districts. Ours is a combined district. This time of year we start to see teams from usually down south of us here that it's kind of one of the fun things about district ball plays. You get to see the Cedar Crests and Sammamishes of the world. Teams that you don't play through the rest of the year.
On a completely different format this year in years past.
Yes, a lot of change going on.
If you did not make the top certain in your league and basically get into the top 8, you didn't have a chance. It's now they allow 12 of the 14 teams in. Of course, 8 of them are playing in a play-in game, loser out. And then after those are done, now you're to your normal, what we consider our normal 18 district tournament. So.
And Dave, I'm just figuring out that we actually do have the telestrator working here.
Oh.
Which is handy because that way I can diagram for you exactly how the new format will work for the state championships.
Okay.
We've got an 8 team over here that's going to come from this section over here, and then we'll have 8 teams in the playoff.
Right.
Those playoff teams will move through here and then stack up this way, and then those people go to the dome.
It's so simple.
Yeah, there you go.
So simple. So easy. I mean, if you can't figure that out on your own, I don't know. Did you even go to first grade? I mean.
Yes, as usual, the update did not necessarily make things more simple, but they are trying to find a way that one of the main goals of that update was to make sure that the top teams in the state don't necessarily play each other in the early rounds.
Yeah,
so it should make for more exciting finishes.
It got kind of brutal. Oh, we have an offensive foul of some sort here. Very emphatic. Lindsey Bowman with the offensive foul, according to the referee.
Lindsey South back on the floor for the Hawks. 63-22 now your score. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in this contest. Nice pass inside, and we're going to get a foul. Count the basket. As Hansen puts this up, and watch that nice pass, and it just goes right to the hoop.
Oh, beautiful.
Does the smart thing, doesn't bring the ball down. That's one of the things we coach, right? Don't dribble the ball, just go straight to the hoop.
Yep. Put your knee right into him.
See the contact there with Rafka, and that resulted in the foul. So she's going to come to the line, see if she can make it a three-point play. Nope, no dice. Rebounded by Mathis. Taylor will pass the ball over to Claire Martin. Martin across the half-court line, down the right-hand side. And she'll put it up for 3. Oh, no good. Hansen comes away with the rebound. So Dave, you were saying, yeah, it's an interesting change.
Yeah.
And I know that we have both seen that in the past, actually, where two very, very good teams meet in the very early rounds, and one of the teams that potentially could have won the whole thing is eliminated.
Yeah. I mean, you saw Mark Morris and Linden in the boys bracket have to play in regionals a few years ago. Mark Morris did not get, or excuse me, Linden that year did not get to go to Yakima, which didn't break my heart, but I mean, that, you know, it's still, those teams shouldn't have been playing each other.
Yeah, when you match them up that early.
Right.
And I think in some capacities you do also take away some of the excitement of the game in terms of, you know, who's going to come together there at the Dome and in the final rounds.
Right.
Watch Martin here moving the ball.
Made a nice drive, nice little look off there.
Yeah, and she just about was able to pull off that underhanded layup, but no good. She comes to the line, though, on the foul. Both teams with 6 team fouls now. 2 minutes and 18 seconds to play as Martin puts in the first. 64-24, restoring that 40-point gap that Anacortes has maintained through most of the second half of play. So if things continue the way we see them now, Anacortes will be playing Cedar Crest.
Right.
February 10th at Cedar Crest at 6:45 p.m. So put that on your calendar.
Make it down to Cedar Crest if you can, and go support the girls there, because they win, they move on to the semifinals. Correct? Did I get that right?
If they win, they move to the semifinals on the 13th.
Right.
If they lose, they will be over in game number 12, which would be on February 13th at Skagit Valley College.
Skagit Valley College instead of the high school, correct.
Right, so they move over to the consolation round. So once you get out of tonight, you're guaranteed at least another 2 games.
Right.
Let's take a look at that on the replay. Look at Volk's directing traffic.
Yeah,
Get over there.
Nice pass by
Into
Frame
Rundgren.
to
And
Gabby.
once again, you know, if you let Gabby Rundgren do that all night, she will do it all night.
Yeah.
Back
no
to
doubt.
the hoop, pass to the chest. Now, and then she just moves around to the to her left and sinks that shot. So
I don't know if it's because Taylor is left-handed, but her form just looks so pure. Sometimes, just like in baseball, you get fascinated by the left-handed swing of someone, right? But she really has good form there. I don't know if it just looks that much better than everything else to me because she's left-handed, or if it's just that good. But
so in your live shot there, you just saw Coach Welk emphatically coaching his team, and that is certainly one of the signs that we've come to expect from him. Even up 40 points with a minute and 42 seconds left, he is still coaching. There's no coasting going on here in either Anacortes program much anymore. That's for sure.
No.
Neither Coach Welk nor Coach Semp really known for saying, "Hey, you guys, just take it easy out there."
Right. There are definitely expectations.
Clock continues to tick. Minute and 25 seconds here. 64-24 your score.
Yeah, we have a running clock here.
At this point we're over the minimum for the running clock. And so as we close in on the last minute, the ball's inbounded to Freen. Freen turns around, puts it in for 2, draws the foul, and she'll get a chance to try and make that a 3-point play.
It's Melissa's 8th point of the night.
They'll call that on down. You'll see her make contact here with Freen. Yep, her feet were moving, her hands were down, and she certainly made contact there. Good call. Jenny Rodenbaugh checking in, another freshman for the Tigers, and she'll get a minute and 8 seconds of play time as Coach Dave Kopp is making some last-minute changes, and we'll see Anacortes make a few last-minute changes here as well.
Checking in for the Tigers is number 5, Alex Chavez. Checking in for the Seahawks, number 13, Lindsay Bowman. Also checking in is number 31.
Alex Chavez back on the floor, the fiery point guard. Minute and 5 seconds left to go here in this contest. Anacortes firmly in charge, 67-24, as they have been most of the game, except for the opening several seconds.
Right.
Anacortes has out-rebounded, stolen the ball more than Granite Falls, and certainly gone to the hoop successfully many more times. So a clear winner in this game. And, you know, as is always true this time of year, the better team moves on. That's the way it's supposed to work. And Granite Falls comes out of a smaller district and maybe not as competitive throughout the year. But they certainly put up a good fight tonight, played well. And again, credit to them for being here.
Right.
And to come through the weather onslaught.
Yeah, not the easiest task to get here this evening. So
I believe they hired a Hollywood stunt driver for their bus driver tonight. Look, off-duty NASCAR guy to nice pass across the key. There's a pop-up shot for 2 with 4 seconds left. Rebound is up and good.
Bailey South with her first 2 points of the game.
Lindsay.
Or up. Oh my goodness.
There you go.
Lindsay, I'm so sorry.
Lindsay South puts it in. And that's going to wind things up here. 69-24 your final score as Anacortes moves on in the play-in game to the next round of the district championships. And Granite Falls sees their season come to a close. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to do a little business. We'll be right back with our post-game show.
1 large hot and ready classic, please.
That'll be $5.
I left my wallet in the car.
$4.75.
Thank you.
Everyone's got 20 quarters for a large hot and ready classic. Little Caesars, world's easiest way to pizza.
Pizza, pizza.
Each year, thousands of fantastic pictures are taken by yearbook photographers of AHS sporting events, assemblies, performing arts, and more. The best of these photos are now available to you online. Just point your browser to ahs.smugmug.com. You can download digital images or order prints right from your computer or phone with the SmugMug app. How cool is that? Support the rhododendron and your students by using ahs.smugmug.com.
We bring you back in live. Take a look at this replay here. Rundgren driving the ball down the floor, right in the middle of the paint and put it up. She did that several times tonight.
Yep.
Really,
Using
really.
the backboard too as a coach. I love that.
Yes, that's why it's there. That's
Right.
why they put it there. It's not just holding up the basket. It's there for a
Exactly.
reason. So a resounding win for Anacortes here tonight, and sometimes I've thought before that when you get a win like this, where it's by quite a bit,
right?
69-24 your final score. At least Granite Falls goes home tonight. It's not like, oh, we lost on a bad call, or if we'd only had one more shot. Okay, we played a better team. They won. We had a good time, and now it's the season is over. So Granite Falls, the Lady Tigers played well. They'll be on their way back across the frozen tundra to Granite Falls. We wish them the best of lucks. Yeah,
Snow-homish.
There's a W in it tonight.
Right.
And for the Lady Seahawks, they will be moving on. So they'll be playing. Let's cover that once again now. They go to the next round of the District 1-2 championships.
Right.
That will put them playing Cedar Crest at Cedar Crest High School this Friday, the 10th, at 6:45 p.m. is the tip. So we invite you to get on Dr. Googlestein there and figure out where Cedar Crest High School is.
Or Dr. Bingen-Hampson.
Yeah, there you go. And drive down and support the girls' team. It'll be a great game.
It will be a good game. Cedar Crest being the 3 seed in the tournament. I believe I read that right.
I think they are the number 4.
Or number 4,
yeah.
sorry. And playing the number 5 Anacortes Seahawks.
That's going to be some basketball right there.
That's going to be some basketball.
Good
Take
matchup.
the drive to Duval. It's actually a cool gym to watch a game. And
it's
not a huge gym, but it's a cool gym. It's always packed in there, and they get good turnouts and pretty high intensity for basketball games, especially during the playoffs down there.
So let's talk some stats tonight. How did our scoring go?
Well, let's see. Well, we had Bailey/Lindsay South, because I can't get her name right the first time, but Lindsay South put in a bucket right at the end of the game there to get into the box score and get 2 points. And then you also had Lindsay Bowman with 2, Sally Vokes with 3, and Rafka Dow with 3, Maddie Holmes, another freshman, with 4. And then start getting in a little bit higher numbers here. Nicole McInerney with 12. Or I'm sorry, with 8. Melissa Freen with 9. Taylor Mathis with 11. Claire Martin with 12. And Gabby Rongren led the way with 17.
17 points.
17 points.
And as you ran through that, I was reflecting on the fact that the scoreboard doesn't always tell the tale. I think one of the things about Rafka, only 3 points, but some stellar defensive stuff and some great rebounds tonight out of her, and some great passing. So
and same thing with Sally Vokes. They both they didn't put in a lot of points, but doing a lot of good stuff up there up front of the defense and with in the point guard position there.
A lot of good team.
Yeah.
A lot of good team stuff.
No doubt. Coach Welk should be pleased with the performance tonight, I would imagine.
Well, all right. That wraps things up here from the Anacortes High School. Dave Wilder and I are now going to put our snowshoes back on, head back outside.
Right.
We hope all of you are home and warm. We appreciate you tuning in. And as always, we thank the Anacortes High School Broadcasting Club and all of our sponsors for being able to let us sit here on the 50-yard line and get some great seats for these games.
Right.
And we're happy to have brought this to you. We encourage you to go to nwcathletics.com. And get on the website. As I said, upper left corner, you click on the brackets. You'll get the boys' brackets. You get the girls' brackets. Get a chance to see who's playing where. Remember to check back frequently because it's changing due to the weather.
Yep.
And that will give you all the information you need so you can get out there and support your Anacortes High School basketball teams, boys and girls.
You bet.
Yeah, and there's an outside chance that if you go to Yakima this year, you might see Dave there.
Probably a good chance.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I'm going Yaka Vegas, baby. Here I come. Watch out, the Dave Wilder show coming to town.
Whoa, man. Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. You know me, I'm a wild and crazy
Will there be
guy.
dancing? There'll be dancing and music?
I'm sure there'll be a lot of people dancing to a bunch of music, but it won't be me.
All right, then. And on that note, we're going to wrap things up. We thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you once again to the AHS Broadcasting Club for letting us be here, and we wish you the best of evening.
Go Hawks.